welcome back to my channel. There was a statement released by Manchester United yesterday, which said that Casemiro, the Brazilian midfielder that we got from Real Madrid in a groundbreaking deal 4 years ago, is going to leave United at the end of the season. He had signed a 4-year contract. The contract is coming to an end, and United have decided not to renew that contract. It feels a little uneasy that he's leaving, but I think it was there written very clearly that we might not be renewing his contract given his age, the kind of salary that he's on, and what United has been trying to achieve over the last 1.5 seasons since Sir Jim Ratcliffe have come in, where they want to invest more on the young talent and keep the cost and salary wages on the lower side, right? Casemiro, I think, was earning one of the higher salary packages in the club, 350K a week, I think. But other than the financials, I think this is a very big blow for United. Casemiro has been one of our better players over this tumultuous period that we've seen over the last 4 years. I still remember before Casemiro had come into United, the midfield that we had was always up for debate, be it Fred, McTominay, Sabitzer, who had come in for loan, Amrabat, who had come in from a loan deal. Previously to that, going back to 2015-14, it was Michael Carrick. And after Carrick, I think we did not have a steady midfield maestro. Ander Herrera was there. He did a lot of good things, but I think he did not have the right support back then. And I still remember that United were losing to Brentford 4-0 away from home. And that is when these conversations were going back in 2022 when Casemiro was going to sign for United. He had told his agent, tell Manchester United, that I will come and fix this for them. And I think he did. He gave us a lot of calmness in that midfield, which was missing for over 3 to 5 years. Paul Pogba could not do it for us. Ander Herrera could not do it for us. All these loanies that I mentioned, Amrabat, Sabitzer, could not do it for us. Yes, they were good players, but I think we did not ever have that control over the midfield, the calm that you need, probably what Rodri gives to Manchester City or Odegaard and Declan Rice gave to Arsenal, right? Caicedo and N'Golo Kante gave to Chelsea, right? These are kind of players that we would want to play in a team, right? And United did not have these players for the longest of time till Casemiro came down from Real Madrid to Manchester United and changed this phenomena, right? He was one of our better players in his first season. In his first season, I think he led us to a victory in the Carabao Cup. It was him who delivered on that premise that I will fix it. Carabao Cup is not that big a cup, but it was a win for Manchester United after the Europa League victory over Ajax back in 2016-17 in Jose's first season, right? After that, we did not win any trophies till 2022. Longest period without a trophy for some time, right? Carabao Cup, not a big cup, but it was a trophy, right? We had lost European finals in between Europa League final. We had lost semi-finals, right? So we were not able to go and push that final head and go cross that line. And I think Casemiro in that midfield helped us do it. A very big blow for United for sure. But this also gives us clarity. Clarity in the sense that we will be in the market to get a new holding midfielder. Yes, there have been a lot of talks with a lot of players, Carlos Baleba, Elliot Anderson, Adam Borton, right? Loan deals yesterday that I was talking about, Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Wilfred Ndidi. So a lot of names have been there. And I think this gives the clarity that what are United going to do in the summer. But all that is secondary and it will come later. Right now, it feels a little heavy that Casemiro will be leaving United. He has done wonderfully well for the club. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He is become a Red legend in such a small and short period of time that he's been in the club. I was reading his interview as well yesterday where he said that for me in England, I'm always a Red. And I think he also mentioned that this is not the end of his journey with Manchester United. We might see Casemiro in some form in the near future or the further future again entwining with the Manchester United club. And I hope that happens. He has been one of our better players in this low period for the club. After the Carabao Cup, the second season that he had, he got a lot of stick. He was not playing well. He was not fit. Still, by the end of it, he was the one getting us through in that FA Cup victory against Manchester City. Him, Rafael Varane, two players that we had gotten from Madrid, both of them were star in that FA Cup final as well. Casemiro held the midfield very well. Varane had pocketed Haaland in that whole match, and we won the FA Cup, our 13th FA victory. So that was a small part Casemiro played. Third season, which is last year, was a fairly okay season for him. There were matches where he was ridiculed, especially I think Liverpool or some other team where people started saying that he should retire, he has become old. But he came back after that match, proved everyone wrong. Everyone must be remembering he gave those two wonderful assists against Lyon in the semi-final, which got us home to that victory that we finally had. He was a star in that match. You could see in his expression the way he fell on the ground after United had scored that goal, the Maguire goal, right? Fifth goal, I think 5-4 was the final score line. You could see how passionate he is about this club in a short span of time. That is the thing that I really admire about Casemiro, right? Within a span of 3.5 years, he's become so well integrated in the club with the fans. We have chants for him, right? I still remember when he wore that black suit and came out to the Old Trafford pitch to be unveiled as the new midfielder. I think there was a buzz around the stadium. No one expected that a Real Madrid star, 5-time Champions League winner, will come to United at that point of time where we were struggling. It was his determination that he said, okay, I will come and fix this for United. And I think that showed character and also built that base that follows Casemiro through and through. So I think Casemiro will be a very big miss for sure for United. He has scored some important goals for us, especially the first goal that he scored against Chelsea in that 1-1 draw. His goal was also there in the final against Newcastle. He scored that goal for us. He has assisted such big goals, like I mentioned in the Lyon game, scored some more important goals for us, assisted. In the Manchester derby, which was last week, he was fabulous. Erling Haaland could not move around the pitch. Nico Gonzalez was not able to play. Bernardo Silva was not able to play because of Casemiro and his dominance in that midfield, right? So he's proven himself. He's like fine wine, aging old wine, right? We know he's old. He does not have those legs to run fast, but his reading of the game, the mental math he does before making a tackle. Yes, he got a few red cards. One was a very soft red where he had pushed some player off Brighton and he got a red, but the other player pushing in that same game did not. That was unfortunate. Other than that, it was only one red he had gotten. I think a lot of youngsters also took learnings from him because he's been such a champion of the game. Winning 5 Champions Leagues is not easy. He gave us that information. He gave us that productivity. He gave us that learning in that dressing room, right? Which was very important for a lot of players. And I think that is one aspect that will be missed thoroughly by the United players next year. It is not just something that you do on the pitch. There are things that you do in the training, in the changing rooms, right? In the lunches that you have as a team, the training sessions and the rant sessions that you probably have after a training session. All these things become part of your life. And I think Casemiro has influenced a lot of youngsters in those parts of life as well. And I think that is something that will be missed. His leadership style, his quality as a leader will be missed by United. I don't know how quickly or how well can we replace him. And I just imagine, had we gotten Casemiro when he was a 20, 21-year-old, what would his career have been at United? I think it will be a very different picture to what we are seeing right now. That's just hope and dream, right? But that is not the case. He has given us 4 years, and in those 4 years, he has proven himself as someone we can look up to. I will be very emotional on his last game, and I'm 100% sure he will give his all in these next 4 months. There has never been a doubt that he does not give his all, even though there were a lot of conjecture on social media with the pundits that Casemiro is finished, he does not play with that aggression that he used to. But I think he did, and he proved himself. So let's see. There are 17 matches left for Casemiro to play, and I hope he plays all those 17 matches. It's with a heavy heart that we will say goodbye to him, but I think we all knew that this was coming with the mindset that the United board have right now. I think it was very clear this will happen. Happened with Victor Lindelof last year, happened now with Casemiro, right? So let's hope and see what we replace him with. But I am looking forward to see him play in the Arsenal game coming up, especially after making his announcement. That's the first game he's playing. Let's see how aggressive he is, how good he plays. I wish Casemiro all the very best. I hope he's not hanging up his boots. I want him to go to some other league, play for a couple of more years. He can go to the Saudi league, right? Make money, but as well play. Because I think for every footballer, playing is very important as well. Yes, we get a lot of articles that, oh, he's moving for this much money and that much money. Both of them go hand in hand. You have to make money so that you are settled in your career post footballer, because after that you cannot earn. Footballers have to look at from that angle as well. But every footballer who is playing at an international stage, at a national stage, will always want to play football because that is what they want to do. That is their passion. And I would want Casemiro to go somewhere and play more, right? He can go to an Italian club, right? The league is a little slower. It will match his pace, right? So he can have 2 to 3 more seasons in an Italian club. He can go to the Saudi league. He can have 3 to 4 seasons there. He can go to the US. Although the US league is very bad, very sad, not good players, not good teams, even though Lionel Messi plays there, but I don't think the US league is anything to be compared with any of the leagues that we have in Europe and now in Asia as well. The Saudi league is way better than the US league, right? So one of these leagues he should play and continue playing because we would want him to still play, do the magic on the field, right? But for the next 4 months, cheering for Casemiro, it will be a sad goodbye, but a goodbye we knew would happen. That's about it, right? I think thanks Casemiro, and I think that's from every United fan that he would hear this, a resounding thank you for whatever he's done for the club. And I think he will always be with the United fans going forward as someone who got United to a stable state during tumultuous midfield times and got us 2 trophies as well in that period. So here's to Casemiro. If you like this video, please subscribe and like the video. Till then, GGMU.